I remember it like it was yesterday, September 6, 2011. It was around 8 a.m. when I walked into 210 Spear Street. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but I knew I was headed in the right direction. I grew up in a single-parent household in Oakland, where you really don't hear a lot of people doing anything with their lives. I would see the same people sitting on the corners, stuck in their ways, and repeating family cycles. Growing up with just my mom and older sister, I can honestly say that I got everything I needed and some of the stuff I wanted. My mom taught us that what we go through doesn't define who we'll become in life. She always told me to trust God, and at the end of the day, family is important. A couple of years later, I truly started to understand why she taught me that what we go through doesn't define who we are. After I graduated high school in 2010, I wanted to go to school to get a degree, but I was so indecisive about my major that I felt like I was going to college just to go. One Friday evening, while attending a rehearsal at church, I had a long conversation with a family friend about where I saw myself in the next couple of years. I told her I hoped to have a degree and work in a job with stability. She looked at me and asked, "Are you sure that's where you see yourself?" Then she went on to say that she happened to work across the street from your Bay Area and told me that she would see a bunch of dressed up young people walking into Europe stores. I was like, what they got to do with me? She told me to look into it, and I did my research. I thought it was just too good to be true, until I ran into a friend of mine who was in the program, who told me that the program does work, and without the program, he would be out on the streets doing nothing with his life. After that conversation, I applied immediately. I never expected to get in, but being the spiritual person I am, God saw fit for me to be in the program. If you met the parents that stepped into Europe on September 6th, you wouldn't believe that young lost girl was me. Over the next 11 months of program, I learned skills that will help me grow to be the professional woman you see today. I matured so much, I realized that just because I was grown doesn't mean I knew everything. I learned never to be afraid to ask for help. And I also learned more about the leader I am. I honed my leadership skills by communicating with others and pushing projects forward to be the best versions they can be. There were days when I felt confident and capable, and days when I wanted to quit. It is not an easy program to complete. What got me through the hard times was the support of my advisor, Caitlin McDonald. She and I would have very tough conversations. There were times when I didn't want to listen, but at the end of the day, everything she said to me was true. When times got hard, I knew that I could talk to her about anything. She saw the potential in me when I didn't even see it in myself. So as I think about it, September must be a lucky month for me, because on September 24th, 2013, 1 year after I graduated from Europe, I started working for this great organization due to the support and help of my advisor. I never expected to be on the other side as a staff member. Today, I'm proud to be the first alum in the Bay Area to work as a full-time program manager. My role gives me the opportunity to support those who came from the same background as me. I let the students in my learning community know that they can do whatever they put their minds to. I show them what it means to be a leader of color, and I tell them that not having a degree doesn't define what success looks like for them. I am also able to bring those messages back to my community. I've shown my family that I am making change in the world by being a leader within an organization that's changing the way that corporate America looks. My story has even inspired family members to enroll in the program. I'm connected to one of my cousins, not only by blood, but by being a part of the alumni community as well. I support my students because I want to give them the same support that meant so much to me while I was in Europe. As our CEO, Gerald Chertavian, always says, alumni should lift while we climb. I can't continue to grow in my career if I don't help others grow in theirs. If it wasn't for this program, I would be working a minimum wage job, not knowing what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. But Europe has given me the chance to make something of my life. They saw the potential in me when I didn't even see it in myself. And I am forever grateful for the opportunity of a hand up and not a handout.